Hey, it's so good to see you. Welcome back to Your Friend Nick. I'm Your Friend Nick, hence the channel name. This is week number 7 of me making my first feature film, where I'm documenting the entire process of making a film from start to finish. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't lose me, but let's get into this week. Every week, I'm going to be talking about the highs, the lows, and what we've learned along the way. And this week was such an amazing one because we entered our crowdfunding campaign. Woo! So we finally have leveled up to a new status in our campaign. We were initially pre-production. We're still technically pre-production, but now our crowdfunding campaign is finally live. It went live on January 15th, which is yesterday. I'm filming this on Friday. And it was just so exciting. So I'm going to tell you kind of the highs of that. We're going to talk about the lows and what I've learned this week. So let's get into it. So let's talk about the highs. The high is that our crowdfunding campaign is finally live after a month. Oh my gosh. You've been with me the entire journey. This campaign, I really wanted it to go live December 15th. It went live January 15th. Because of the holidays, because of Seed and Spark, the campaign platform that I'm using, they had all of these guidelines you needed to push through. So it just got extended and, I'm just so happy we're here. It's so exciting for it to finally be launched. This whole week, it was a little uncertain. I had to really bark up Seed and Sparks back a little bit saying, we're gonna be launching this day. Please allow us to, and they did. And so yesterday was our launch day and I spent so much time this week on crowdfunding. It was insane. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes that maybe I'll talk about in the future. It's all about diving back into old contacts, figuring out a whole email list, and just gathering all the materials, all the copy. What are you gonna email people? How are you gonna email people? What are you gonna put on Instagram? How are you gonna do the perks? Are you gonna go through the crowdfunding campaign and re-edit things, look at your video? It's all of this finalizing and polishing, and it was so much work. I literally spent Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, went live Thursday. I literally spent every day until midnight working on it. That alongside my job and looking for new work and life stuff. So it's just been a huge push, and it was so fun for us to finally launch it yesterday. I shared the trailer. I, reached out to all my friends. I reached out to family saying this is what's happening. And I haven't checked this morning yet, but it looks like we have at least 5% of our campaign already. So I'm so excited. This is just a huge step and a huge celebration. There's so much to be done, but the fact that our crowdfunding campaign is live and activated and people can actually make a difference now is a huge win. There's just so much prep. You've seen it in the last few weeks. There was so much that went into it. So that is such a high. And it's just really cool people showing up on the day. Yesterday, it's so important to really get our momentum going. In the first 7 days, we need to try and hit 20%, 30% of our budget. And that is really scary. Our budget right now is $20K, although we have flex budgets. The more we get, the more we can do with our story, but that's our minimum. And so that means that 25% is $5K. We need $5K in the first week, and that's really scary. But we're trucking along, so woohoo! Another high is that by going and gathering all the email list and really making an official email list, Seed and Spark did a really great job creating a template that actually allows you to crowdfund and send out emails really well. So go check out that. But all my emails are very personal. But it was so cool going through the email list, pulled them from my previous campaigns of flowers and my What Makes Us Happy clothing line and just everyone I know. But with flowers especially, it was so cool to see all the people that supported that film and see that they made that dream a reality, and I teared up. There's a short on this channel. I'll see if I can link it here. Yeah, it was just really emotional and cool to see everyone that supports you, and I felt really a lot of gratitude. Okay, let's get into the lows. So the lows with this week is that And it's not really lows. I want to say it's the challenges. I think we're going to switch this going forward. The challenges this week are the fact that it was a lot of work getting the crowdfunding campaign set, but I'm so happy it's good. The second thing is now there's a flip. This is what's cool, and I'm glad I'm documenting this. There's a flip as a filmmaker when you're in your crowdfunding campaign. I am now the hype person. I just spent the last few weeks gathering everything, being really in my head, and now I'm like, let's do this. And it's really fun. I love this. But you're gonna see that the energy on this channel changes. It's so fun. A crowdfunding event is so fun because it's so alive. It's so inspiring. It's so driven by the need of connection. And that is something I love. I love connecting with other people. I love giving people an opportunity to join this project, to come as a collective, to make something bigger than all of us. And that is what this event is. So this is from January 15th to February 13th, right before Valentine's Day. And a challenge I'm gonna face is now I'm in an emotional volatile state, not in a really crazy way, but something to be aware of. And I wanna share this with you as a friend is now I am actively hype manning, and I also have to track everything. So it's really easy to get really anxious and nervous about, are we gonna hit our goals? Are we gonna hit our deadlines? And part of the way of managing those emotions is just distracting yourself a lot. I need to distract myself with other things outside of this film, like finding work, my job, and everything. Hopefully everything goes well. But by balancing my life well, it's gonna allow me to really not get too sucked up by this campaign. And I mean that in the way of it's like balance. It's like you can't eat dessert all the time, right? You're gonna feel sick. If I focus too much on this, all the outcomes and everything, it's just gonna make me ill because I care too much about it. So this next month, the challenges that lie ahead is emotional regulation and just calming down and staying strategic, right? Because I'm so excited about this project. I want so many people to be involved. I really want this to be a thing, and it's gonna be the coolest project ever. Allowing that to seep through and trusting that this is gonna happen. It's kind of like manifesting. I have to manifest that this is happening, because it is happening. But I'm gonna be honest, this channel is all about unveiling the truths, and part of it is putting your best foot forward, even if you naturally have doubts. It is so normal to have doubts. I have doubts all the time. If it were easy, we'd all be doing it, right? This is not easy, but it doesn't mean it's not worth it. So yeah, so challenge is doing that for a month is emotional regulation. Also, the other challenge is planning what I'm doing every day for the film. I think we're gonna be making posts, staying up to date with the budget, and just, emailing people. Staying on top of this for 30 days is really hard. It's a feat, and there's a reason why people bring on producers really early on, and that's something maybe we could have done earlier, but I'm in this and I love doing it. And I will say crowdfunding is really fun because it is really about reconnecting with people, and it's a fun way for me to kind of reconnect with every person that's changed my life or been in my life at some point, and it's really fun, actually. So I highly suggest you do it at one point. But yeah, I think the challenges that lie ahead is the fact that I have to be on top of this every day for 30 days. If I take a break, not great, right? But in doing so, consistency is key. Making sure I don't burn out too early. So making sure, I focus on in the morning and in the evening, take a break during the day. Yeah, but I'll let you know how that goes. So you're gonna see it all here. And yeah. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. You can do it for free. It's a great place to support me as a filmmaker and this film and also future films going forward. It'll be great because if you just follow for free, it will give me your email. And I won't spam you, and you can always unsubscribe, but if you want to be in the loop with projects, that's one of the great ways to do it. I really hit all my Patreons that I have because I also have an ASMR channel, and I collected people's emails. So if you want to join the email list, make sure you join Patreon, do it for free. There's no cost at it, and there is gonna be housing some more intimate detail about this film if you just want to know in the future. So yeah, now let's go into what I've learned in next week. So what I've been learning is that there's a lot of people that want to help you, and you are your worst enemy. in a lot of ways. It's so wild. Something I've been learning. I know this, and this is why I love crowdfunding campaign, because it pushes me out of my comfort zone and it really shows me my limiting beliefs. And I want to express this to you. It is not a hindrance to express that you have a project that you want someone to be a part of. It's not a hindrance to say, hey, I have this dream and I want you to join me along with it. It's often really scary to put yourself out there and to feel like you're reaching out to people because you're afraid of what they're gonna think. But when you get in the crowdfunding campaign, like where we are now, it's really cool because I have such a passion for this project and my goal is to just get us the financing for it, whatever it takes. And that means reaching out to everyone or to people I think will really resonate with this. And so it really has been a great week in the fact that I've done that and people have shown up. Already yesterday I had people show up and people I didn't even ask yet, they donated. And you know, it's really scary putting yourself out there, but this is just also a reminder that people want to support you when you give them a chance to. And so allow yourself to give people a chance to support you has been really cool. This next week is going to be a full crowdfunding blowout. So you're going to really understand how it's shaping up. And hopefully our goals for next Thursday is that we'll hit at least 20% of our budget. I think we can do it. I am nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really easy to be presentational with crowdfunding and pushing forward and saying, we can do this. I know we can do this. Let's do this. And you're gonna see I do that because I do believe it, but I will say it is scary. I've never raised this much money for a film before, and I'm going to give it my best shot and I'm going to push forward. So our goal is next Thursday, we're at least going to have 20% of our budget. And I'm going to be reaching out every day, making content and all of that. Let me know if there's anything during this phase that you think would be, good content. Let me know. I'm deciphering between, it's really exciting, this film, and something I learned from the crowdfunding boot camp or whatever is that it's important to also switch up your content and how you express the film. You don't want to be asking people to donate every single day. I mean, I will, because I care so much, via DMs or emails, or I'll reach out to you. You wait, give me your email and I'll send it to you. Because at the end of the day, this is a project that will benefit a lot of people. So that's why I'm very passionate about, getting that out. But yeah, keeping people engaged, finding fun ways to share the story without it, being too much in people's faces is important too. So yeah, this next week I'm going to be doing crowdfunding every single day, and stay in the loop. Make sure you are subscribed, you like this video, and make sure you check out the campaign if you haven't yet. Seriously, even if you can't donate, just checking it out, seeing what it's about is so helpful, because you might meet someone tomorrow that's like, oh my God, I love road trip films, queer coming of age. Oh, I miss being able to support films. Oh, I've always wanted to be in a movie, or I always wanted to help make an impact in an indie film. Man, that would be so cool. If you look at my campaign, if you look at our campaign, it's our campaign now. If you look at our campaign and you know what it's about, you can then talk to that person and say, oh my gosh, there's actually this really cool campaign. It's a queer coming of age road trip film. I think you might like it. Why don't you go check it out? And they have a lot of perks. He's gonna be documenting it all on YouTube. If you want to be involved, it's a time to do it. You can even have your name in the credits. You can have a say in the film. Go check it out. And so you just being aware of the contents of it is super helpful, and just sharing it with people. Visibility matters, and we can do this as a team. I know we can. So I really appreciate that. So yeah, there's a little bit of doubts, but I'm more excited than anything else, and I'm giving it my best shot, and that's all we can ask, right? So this film is important, and we're gonna keep pushing forward. So yeah, I look forward to chatting with you next week, and send me some good juju, and please, if you wouldn't mind, share the campaign, and let's go make this film a thing. So yeah. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.